Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to our channel.
Welcome,
So yeah, so Team AA here. So I am Alberta and he is.
Alex.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about something that's very dear to us, and it actually came as a question from Jordan. So Jordan, shout out to you. Thank you so much for your question. And the topic of today is the topic of today is how to maintain a long distance relationship. So we are not professionals in like any type of relationship advice area or anything like that. We are specifically just speaking on the experiences that we have had and like what worked for us or what is still working for us to maintain our long distance relationship. So we are just going to share some of the things that we have done and are still doing actually to this point. So would you like to start?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. For us, it's, you know, for us, it's the first time being in a long distance relationship. So that means we had to learn on the way, on the fly, on the go. And it's something. It's not so different than a normal relationship, but of course, and I think that's the first point we have here is taking time and communication. That's the most important thing. Every morning we text each other, we call each other to talk about our night, our dreams, everything you do in a non-distance relationship, you do in a long-distance relationship via phone. So it's a lot of commitment, communication, and yeah. So that's for us the most important thing, to be communicative about our days in the morning, in the evening. So yeah, you have to be just aware that it's via phone, not while you sitting on a dinner table or sitting next to each other in the bathroom while brushing your teeth. So that's the main difference. And yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Totally. I totally agree. I would just add patience. Like when you are in a long distance relationship, I know with all the other types of relationship, one also needs to have patience, but I feel like with a long distance relationship, in order to ensure that it's properly maintained, one has to have a lot of patience because you may be in situations where you have different time zones and you have complete different schedules from your partner. So it's always really good to be patient with one another. And that also even helps even with communication and how effective you communicate with each other. You know, for example, we live not only in different countries, but different continents and everything. So we are often very patient with each other, and that really helps for us to like communicate. Another thing that I would add is like to set relationship goals, and that also enables a couple to like grow together. So yeah, that's like for me also one of the ways that really assists people to maintain their long distance relationship, because as a couple you need to know, especially in a long distance relationship, you need to know like when are you going to meet, um, if you haven't met yet, and if you have, when is the next time you're going to meet, and all the things, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, goals are important to set milestones, to set an a foundation to that relationship. And of course, you have goals in a non-distant relationship as well, but there it is easier to set them because you are here in a long distance relationship. You are, like you said, we are living in two different continents. We have now the advantage that we don't have too much time difference. That could be
Yeah.
also when you are in a relationship where you have like 6-7 hours of time difference. I can't imagine how that is going to be then, because that's a lot of adjustments on both sides. So we are very lucky that we only have in winter, or for you the summer, 1 hour difference. That's easy to handle. So, but yeah, and the goals, of course, you need goals in life. You need to set goals. How do you see that relationship in 2, 3, 5, 4 years? And that is then also how much do you invest into that relationship? Every relationship is, yeah, you have to invest in the relationship. You have to give everything. You have to communicate why you put effort in, or what's the goal at the end. And yeah, always ask yourself, what is the not just the goal, but what's your intention, and what is that relationship for you, you know? And what is it giving you, and what is it, you know, giving you back? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I completely agree. And like I would just add to that like one other thing that can really help maintaining a long distance relationship would then be like the love language, like knowing your love language and as well as your partner's love language, because then that helps for you to know how you like to be loved and how the other person likes to be loved, and how you also share your love towards the other person. So I feel like it's quite interesting for one to know, because with a long distance relationship, you have to be very creative because you're not in the same place. Everything is done through online basis. So you have to find ways on how to make sure that the other person still feels like you're next to them, even though they could be miles or kilometers away. And yeah, I feel like that really helps. For instance, if you are someone that likes to like you enjoy quality time as part of your love language, like me, for example, it really helps when we like talk, or like when I go somewhere and we just video call and start talking and stuff like that. So that really helps. And yeah, I feel like that's also something that really helps.
Yeah, we both have a love language which is not good for a long distance relationship. For you, it's the quality time, and for me, it's more like the physical touch. So you have to adapt, you have to make it work, you have to find ways of how you can treat your love language and how you can treat
Yeah.
the love language of your partner. And then you just have to be active. You have to be maybe sometimes creative to find those ways. And for us, it's like we talk, like I said, we talk in the morning, we talk in the evening about our days. We watch Netflix together, YouTube videos, we play games. So we make it work somehow. We cook together. We have those, yeah, I would say we made those routines and to make that work. And those routines are helping us, because then we know in the morning, like I said, we talk about our nights. In the evening, we talk about our days, what happened. Then we have dinners together. On the 27th of each month, we also have the tradition where we then look for country, and then we look for a dish from that country, and then we cook that on the 27th. So we do a lot, and yeah, to pleasure our love languages, even if we are not around. And yeah, that's just what we said in the beginning. It's how much do you invest, and you have to invest a lot, you know. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And like for me, I feel like, just to add, last but not least, I feel like also, as a couple, not only in a long distance relationship, but of course in a long distance relationship, it becomes a little bit harder because we are not in the same place. So it's very hard to express yourself. So I would also say, like, being able to express yourself to your partner is very important, so that they know how is your state of mind, how are you feeling. Because sometimes when you are in a long distance relationship, because of the fact that you don't know when is the next time you're going to see each other and all those things, just that on its own can make you feel some type of way. So sometimes it's really good to like express how you're feeling, to your partner. And I know it's hard sometimes to get like vulnerable over the phone and whatnot, and it's very hard for like a lot of people. But like I feel like that's a certain part where one really needs to try their best to be able to do, because it also really helps not only to enhance the communication, but it also like helps the relationship, you know? Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, support each other
Yeah.
every time in their doings. And yeah, I mean, a long distance relationship is not so far from a non-distant relationship, only that you are not in the same room, but thanks to technology, there is no difference. I mean, we have days, especially on the weekends, where we both are constantly in a video chat, and then we do our homeworks here and everything, and we spend just a day together, separated from each other. But it's like just living, you know, it's a normal all-day life situation, and that's yeah, I think it was easier than many people think to adapt to that. Yeah, you just have to make sure why are you in that relationship, what do you want to do with that person you're in a relationship with, and then if you answer yourself those questions, then it doesn't matter if you're living together or on the phone first, you
Yeah.
know. So if you
Yeah.
found that
Yeah.
person, then you adapt and then you make it work. And everything is like a normal, non-distant relationship, really. I
Yeah.
mean, we don't go into museums or cinemas. We do it at home, you know. We read each other news. We, like I said, we watch Netflix, YouTube,
Yeah.
whatsoever. We are on TikTok. We dance together. So yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
great not a great
Yeah. Regardless of the distance, we
yeah.
best to do as much as we can do, so that then the distance does not become like a hindrance to our relationship, really. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah. So with this, I think we have come to the end of this video. I don't know if you want to say any extra point, honey.
No, just
Yeah.
give yourself time to adapt to that situation. Don't force yourself too much in too short amount of time. And when you find someone who is like worth it being in an LDR, then yeah, try out and communicate if it's not working out. Communicate, be vulnerable, be fun, and yeah, just make it work. I mean, there
Yeah.
will be a day when you get together, you know, and then it was worth the wait.
Yeah, I completely agree. And also, I'll just add to that by saying, if you're someone watching this video and you maybe are afraid, or you are second guessing yourself in terms of whether you can get into a long distance relationship or not, so my advice to you is that just do it. Don't think too much about it. We completely understand how you feel because we have been there, but trust us, it's not as bad as you may think it will be. And with time, you are going to adjust to everything and things are going to be okay. And if you have come this far in our video, thank you so much for watching. We would also like to know if these are the types of videos that you would like us to do, or if there are other types of videos that you would like us to do. Please do leave a suggestion down below. Just comment down below. What else would you like to see? If you have any questions for us that we can answer in our next video, then that would be great. We will gladly answer all your questions and make a video like this one, you know? So thank you very much. And if maybe you don't want to write on the comments down below, you can always find us on TikTok or on Instagram. We are going to place all the links to our other social media platforms down below so that then you are able to find us and we can find you and we can interact with each other. So with that said, thank you so much for watching and
see you in the next video. Thank you.
bye.
Bye.
Hi everyone, Alberta here.
And Alex.
Just like to thank you for liking,
For subscribing.
commenting.
Thank you so much for watching and sharing our content. See you next time.